The 11 Natural Ecoregions of Peru.
Las 11 ecorregiones naturales del Perú.
At the beginning of the 21st century, Antonio Brack from Pasque and Cecilia Mendiola Vargas from Tarm developed the theory of the 11 natural ecoregions of Peru. In order to identify the ecoregions, Brack and Mendiola take into account similar characteristics in terms of climate, soils, hydrographic conditions, flora and fauna, considering a close interdependence between the variables, which demonstrates a geosystemic approach in their classification. The substantial contribution in the proposal of the 11 ecoregions is the explicit consideration of the maritime territory of Peru. Therefore, this classification ranges from the ocean to the tropical jungle, passing through deserts, valleys, mountain ranges, and Andean forests. Based on the aforementioned classification, some areas could be considered lacking great diversity, but the integrated analysis shows enormous natural potential. The 11 natural ecoregions of Peru that Brack and Mendiola postulate have the following characteristics. Tropical sea. Mar tropical. It is the current of warm waters present on the northern coast of Peru, from Piura and Tumbes. The water temperature varies between 19 degrees Celsius in winter, up to 23 degrees Celsius in summer. A characteristic of the flora is the presence of algae and mangroves, while the fauna is characterized by the existence of beautiful shark, turtles, Tumbes crocodile, lobster, black shell, among others. Cold sea. Mar frio. It is the ecoregion delimited by the Peruvian Current or Humboldt Current. It extends from the central coast of Chile to the northern coast of Peru, Piura and Tumbes. The water temperature ranges between 13 and 14 degrees in winter, and between 15 and 17 degrees in summer. Its coastline is rocky. It has a lot of plankton, mainly phytoplankton, and you can find mammals such as whales, wolves, dolphins, and sperm whales. Wide variety of fish such as anchovy, croaker, sole, silverside, bonito, and horse mackerel, among others. Pacific desert.
Desierto del Pacífico.
It includes the Peruvian coast and borders the dry forest. It is located at sea level and rarely exceeds 700 meters above sea level until reaching 1,000 meters of altitude. It has flat and undulating relief, with desert soils and an average temperature of 18 to 19 degrees. It is characterized by having coastal hills, cattails, bats, lizards, shrimp, among others. Equatorial dry forest. Bosque seco equatorial. It is an ecoregion that is between 100 and 150 kilometers wide. It is located in the territories of Tumbes, Piura, Lambayeque, and La Libertad, reaching up to 2,800 meters above sea level. It has flat relief with undulations and mountainous areas. The temperature ranges between 23 and 24 degrees. In this ecoregion, the presence of squirrels, anteaters, hummingbirds, sabots, willows, sapotes, and cane brava, among others, has been identified. Pacific tropical forest.
Bosque tropical del Pacífico.
This ecoregion is a small area on the northern coast of Peru, in the department of Tumbes, that is characterized by having relief of hills and mountains with altitudes that reach up to 1,000 meters above sea level. It has a tropical and rainy climate. It has flora and fauna typical of tropical forests. Steppe mountains. Serrania esteparia. This ecoregion includes the western slopes of the Andes from La Libertad to the southern tip of Peru. It has abrupt reliefs with narrow valleys and steep slopes with few plains. Its altitude ranges between 1,000 and 3,800 meters above sea level. It is characterized by having xerophytic plants, grasslands, and relict forests, as well as guanacos, deer, Andean cats, condors, among others. Puna. This ecoregion covers altitudes ranging from 3,800 to 6,768 meters above sea level. Here you can see snow-capped peaks, plateaus, undulating and steep areas. It has a very cold climate with abundant rainfall. In addition, it is characterized by having grasslands, quinoales, and fauna of Andean origin. Paramo. Paramo. This ecoregion covers some areas of Piura and Cajamarca. It has a flat, undulating, and steep relief on the summits, with altitudes that exceed 3,500 meters above sea level. In the moor there are orchids, mosses, lianas, partridges, eagles, hummingbirds, among others. High jungle.
Selva alta.
This ecoregion is located in the eastern part of the Andes along the foothills. It has narrow valleys and its altitude ranges from 600 to 3,800 meters above sea level. The flora is characterized by the presence of myrtle, mall and cedar, while its fauna includes buzzards, monkeys, catfish, among others. Low jungle.
Selva baja.
This ecoregion is located below 800 meters above sea level, covering almost all of the Amazon. The relief is not very rugged with hills that do not exceed 500 meters in altitude, and with a maximum temperature of 36 degrees Celsius and a minimum of 18 degrees Celsius. It has an incalculable floristic diversity, and in terms of its vast fauna, the anaconda, the ocelot, the hummingbird, the paiche, among others, stand out. Palm savanna.
Sabana de palmeras.
This ecoregion covers southeastern Peru, specifically the eastern end of the department of Madre de Dios, on the border with Bolivia. It has a flat relief, a tropical climate with abundant rain during the summer, and the temperature ranges between 20 and 23 degrees. In its territories, the presence of the anteater, maned wolf, palm trees, aguajales, among others, stands out. Although the classification of ecoregions does not generate confusion with the three proposals of Cieza or the 8 of Pulgar, called natural regions, there is a substantial contribution that we rescue from the proposal of Brack and Mendiola. The explicit reference to the Peruvian Sea that includes 2 of its 11 ecoregions undoubtedly indicates to us that we cannot ignore this Peruvian territory when making a classification of the natural regions or ecoregions of Peru. But now it's your turn to tell us, what did you think of this information about the natural regions of Peru? Which of them all seems the most ideal to you? We will be attentive to read you in the comments. If you found the video useful, we would appreciate it if you gave it a like to support our project and if you subscribe. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.